Welcome to Why. I wanted to explain a little bit about why I'm doing what I'm doing here. It's kind of a vulgar introduction, so if you fear language, you probably shouldn't be listening to this series anyway. When I was born, my mom and dad gifted me with a huge box of fucks. Now, not only that, they signed me up for a lifetime subscription to the Fuck of the Month Club. Great people. And I enjoyed it. I mean, this was like a huge Whitman sampler box of fucks. The kind with the tissue between the layers and a little description so you knew which one you were pulling out. And I took great pride in giving out fucks. Because I couldn't eat them all. I couldn't give a fuck about myself that much. So I had to share. I had to give fucks because it was the thing to do. And people really appreciated being given fucks. I mean, giving a fuck to people is a sign of respect, and they appreciate the passion, they appreciate the gesture. As a young man, I realized that giving fucks takes a lot of time and energy. So, as teenagers do, we start to not give as many fucks because it just takes too much time. And instead of revisiting that in my young adulthood, I just simply scaled back my subscription to the Fuck of the Month Club. Got smaller boxes. And as adulthood weighed on, I started giving fucks where I needed to. Family, work, friends. And by the time I was done with that, I found myself with an empty box of fucks. And people would come up to me and they would try my patience. And I figured, in youth, I would appease them by giving them a fuck. But I found myself showing them an empty box and saying, look, I have no fucks to give. Next month, maybe, when I restock. That box is empty a lot these days. I'm not proud of it. And I guess I'm trying to figure out if I really want to update my subscription to the Fuck of the Month Club. But I can't really do it myself. I'm not inspired. It's not that my life is bad. It's not that things are terrible. Yeah, I mean, I have the same problems everybody else has. I'm a middle-aged white male. So I'm talking to you from a position of privilege. The world was designed around me. However, I created this show to surround myself with people who still have fucks to give and who hand them out freely, who have the energy to do so, and they enjoy their life much more than I do as a result. I really want to engage more, but I'm not sure how. So I want to be inspired. I want to know what other people are doing to keep themselves motivated. That's why I ask the question, why? Why do you do this? There are volunteers who go out and they do work, and sometimes they ask themselves, is it really making any difference? And I think that's true of everyone, but we all have different ways of coping. That's why the show exists. I hope you'll join me, and maybe you and I together, we can refill our respective box of fucks and go out and be more energized and willing to share them with the world. With that, welcome to Why.
Introducing Archivos, a new story development tool that allows writers and gamers to document the story elements of their settings, map the relationship between those elements, and then display those connections through 3 unique interfaces. One of those displays is the story web. Every story element is presented as an avatar with any related elements orbiting around it. It's a single display that illuminates the complete network of connectivity of your story world. Plus, like all of Archivos' display modes, the story web is searchable and filterable, so you can explore the aspects of your story world that captures your imagination. Learn more about Archivos at www.archivos.digital. That's ARCHIVOS.digital. Archivos. Your stories illuminated.
Why is a production of J. Smith Audio, produced by Holden Smith and J. Smith. Music by Kevin MacLeod and Compotech.com. The series is sponsored by Archivos, Your Stories Illuminated. Check them out at Archivos, ARCHIVOS.digital.